I hope you'll join me while I do a little bit of procrastination. I'm actually using this to relax today and think about some of the things that I still have to get done. And I'm writing down things as I think of them. So I've got shoveling on the list. I have some laundry to do. I have kits to make. And got to water the plants in the south window. I think my lemon is finally turning yellow. I got a Myers lemon last year and it started to grow the tiniest little lemon, and it got bigger and bigger and bigger, and then it was the size of a lime, and it was green, and I was positive that I got the wrong pot, but I did some research and they said that Myers lemons remain green until they're ready to be a lemon. And so it's taken months and months and months and months, and it's starting to turn yellow. So, it's become my friend. It's like I don't really want to eat it, but I think I'm going to have to think of something special to have it with. Maybe I'll share that with you. And so, yeah, I have to finish watering the plants in the south window. I've got to defrost my freezer, and my freezer. I've got two small ones, and they need defrosting about every 2 weeks just to keep on top of them. And what else? I've got to mail a few things, and I've got to run my car again, which means I'll go out for a bit of a walk. And I want to start going out a little bit more, but it's been snowy. It's not been easy getting out. So it's such a nice change having the clocks finally spring forward again. And I'm able to get out and do my daily walks. So every day I get the sunshine and I'm out there. I love it. What are we doing here? Oh, okay, yeah. No, this is very cool when I can use the tweezers to just pull some of the knots a little bit forward if things get a little loose there or a little too tight. That fixes everything. Silk is such a forgiving thread. It really is. But you just don't want it to be too loose. Okay, and where were we again? What else do I need to do? Oh, I want to get my vitamins into the weekly containers, make that a priority. And I'm just looking around here. Oh, I've got some shelves to put up. I have to find a board. And I'm hoping I'm going to be able to go into the garage and find something that I can put what are we doing here? Just one sec. Okay, yeah, see, this is what I'm saying about the silk. It's really easy to pull. I was just doing a demo to show because I've just knotted it back up. Okay, back to, I have to find a shelf board because I've got these little tiny 3-inch shelves. So I want a board that's about 3 to 4 inches wide because I want to put it at the end wall going up to the stairs, and it's about 3 to 4 inches wide. And rather than put the little shelves into the wall, which is quite difficult to screw into, if I can just put them into wood and just screw into 2 places on the board, that would be really useful. And why I want these little shelves up there so that I can put my paint tubes on them as I'm painting. And it's just perfect because it's on the right side. I'm right-handed. I'm so glad I thought about that. So now it's getting my hands on a board that's going to be the right width. I think I must have something down in the garage. Okay, and what else? After that, I want to find a few more books. I've started reading again, and I want to get the books that I really, really have set aside that I wanted to read first and foremost. There are a few that I've got that I want to use for some of the writing that I'm doing. Mad Shadows is one of them. I'm hoping I can find it, and if not, I'm going to have to get it again. And I want a hard copy of it too. Okay, so we're measuring this thing now. And we're there. We're there. I'm probably going to put another couple of beads on though, just so that I've got a little bit of width. Yep, 6.5. I'm pretty sure that this is going to measure it at 6.5. I've measured my wrist before. Yep, okay. Other people have different sizes. That's why we need to have a little conversation before I make these for anyone who wants a custom made one. And figure out what color we want, what color of the thread. But the kits, again, the kits are going so fast. I'm really glad about that because I'm kind of doing this for myself. And I love that I can teach people to do it. It's like that you can buy someone dinner, buy them fish. But if you teach them how to fish, they can do their own dinner for the rest of their lives, right? Yeah, so what else? What else? I've got some scheduling to do. I want to go back over everything that I've organized and figure out if I've got everything prioritized properly. Before we know it, it's going to be time to start to plant more seeds. I've pulled out the Phileas Blue, and so I'm taking care of them at the moment. The reason why we have to do peppers early is because they require a really long summer season to do what they need to do. So the earlier you plant them and the earlier you put them into a warm environment, the more that they can get a good start. And then once the Canadian summer hits, it is good and hot, but it's just not long. Well, here we are. We've got the knot done on this side, so now I've got to put it through the one bead still. We're almost done. Well, here we go. We're putting it through the bead. And then once we've got that done, they're not difficult. That was something that I came up with on my own. I don't know. I'm sure other people do it, but I have not come across any of the how-tos showing this. So now we've got 2 places to glue, which makes this very, very secure. And I always put a little drop of glue on the other side as well. And I haven't seen anybody doing that either. And, you know, visually it makes it be identical, but it also strengthens it on either side of the clasp because you're pulling the magnet. And I know it shuts itself automatically, but you still have to give it a little tug to open it when you take it off. Oh, here we go. I'm showing you how to do the glue on this side and that side of the bead. It's highly absorbent, but it takes 24 hours to dry. And so, yep. Am I going to go in and try it again? Put in a little bit more. Does it need a little bit more? Yeah, I think it does. Just make sure we get it on all sides of the thread. Yep. There we go. Okay, time to dry it. And get it on that bead a little bit over there, just enough. Yep. Oh, look at it's getting stuck to the tip of the glue. We put the top back on. This is great glue. Really, really great glue. Oh, break time. Oh, I think that went well. I think that went really well. I'm finished. I've glued either side of the bead, and now I just have to wait until tomorrow, and then I'll be able to clip the edges. And I bought a new scissors specifically for that, called Stalix Pro. And got a little protective tip on them. Sharp. I hope you can see that. I'll be able to get in and clip the threads really easily. It was my brother that told me, you can never have too many tools, Brenda. And so that gave me the license to be able to make sure that I bought myself good tools. And you know what? They take half the work out of things if you've got good equipment. It's really useful. Anyway, I think my coffee's cold. I'm going to go and have tea. What am I going to make for dinner? I think maybe Caesar salad. Well, whoopsie, I forgot to film making the mayonnaise, but I'll put the ingredients below in the description. It's not that difficult. And I was daydreaming about a new collection, the Firefly Crocus collection. Yeah, I had experimented before using wax cotton, and I think I might go back to that and see what I can do. That was a long time ago. And I think I've worked out a number of problems by this point. We will find out, that's for sure. Yeah, when my brother was talking to me about getting good tools, or you can never have enough tools, he was talking to me about my jewelry tools and suggesting that I don't feel bad about buying equipment for my jewelry making because I'm so into it and really have dedicated a lot of time to it at this point. I've got a kiln upstairs that's not being used, and I really, really want to make cloisonne jewelry, and that's what I was about to make when COVID hit and I had to leave the studio downtown Toronto. Not that they had a kiln, but they did have all the tools and equipment that I could use to be able to work there and build it, and then come home and just do the actual firing and wires and sifting. Yeah. Anyway, I am going to chip away at getting all of the exercise equipment dismantled that's in the spare room, and I'll bring it downstairs bit by bit. And I have a friend who's taking some of my equipment, and I've got what I need downstairs now, so I don't need to have it up in the spare room. But it's not going to be an overnight job, that's for sure. I'm hoping to have it done by the end of 2025. And if I do, I'll be happy, because I still have so much else that I'm doing, like I am working downstairs at my desk. So there's an awful lot of work that does get done because I'm making collections for the shop. To stop that would not be a good thing. And then I'm creating the small hall wall so that I can do some paintings. And then I've got the gardening to get done, planting and taking care of all the little seedlings and hardening them off, and then getting the rooftop set up again, getting the allotment set up, getting everything into the ground. That usually takes me until the end of June. And so I have to be realistic about this in my goal setting. And then plus I've just taken this on, and I'm rather surprised at how long it takes to do all this videoing and film editing. And I do really, really enjoy it. I get a kick out of being able to get in and doing the editing. So when I watch other bloggers and they talk about really liking the editing and not handing it over to somebody else, I totally understand that. I totally get it. And what else? I've got another big collection that I want to get on the road for the holidays, and it's all silversmithing florals and the second chain gang. I've got one chain gang already, And I want to do another one with different link textures and doubles and triples and different shapes and whatnot. So that's going to be a big job. I wonder if I'm going to get around to doing this studio in the spare room this year. We will see. Anyway, one thing that's really, really good is that I have remained healthy. That was me knocking on wood. Because I'm in relative isolation, I am not in contact with germs for the most part. And I've not been sick since 2020. I used to be sick a lot. And when I got sick for a long time. But there's something to be said for waking up every day feeling good, feeling healthy, not having a sore throat, not being congested, not having a fever, yeah, and eating anti-inflammatory foods, and that has really been quite helpful too, to make me feel good and energetic. And well, it is almost time for dinner, and I still want to get out and run my car for 20 minutes and bring my organics out to the bins and pick up my mail. I'm hoping that the voting registration cards are in, because I have to get that in the mail before Monday. Okay, where are we here with the salad? I've got the bacon in the bottom. I've got the croutons in the bottom. I've got the cheese in the bottom. I've got the lettuce there. I just need the dressing, but I'll wait until I'm ready for it. Yeah, we're almost done. I have a few dishes to do, and I will then be able to sit down and have a bit of a rest before I head out. And I'll be eating by 7:30. Which is late, but it's early for me. I'm usually a lot later, especially in the summertime. Winter, I'm a little bit earlier. And I'm trying to regulate my sleep time a little bit better these days. And the more that I try to do it, the more discombobulated I seem to get. One morning I'm up at 6:30 in the morning. The next morning I'm not up until 9:30, and then another morning I'm up at 7:30, and my body's trying to figure something out here. But I am being persistent, and I'm really trying to put down my iPhone more and more. I become so addicted to it. I can't believe it. And to think there was a time when we didn't have our phones with us. I can remember I never even turned mine on. I bought one. I never turned it on. I never charged it. But when my brother got sick, that changed everything. I carried that thing around with me, and yeah, I had it in my pocket 100% of the time, had it on, figured out how to charge it and keep it charged. Okay, well, it looks like we're ready for dinner. I'm going to sit down and have a little relax, and then I'm going out to do the car, and then I'll be back. Wish me luck with the mail. Okay, so I'm back. The card was in, and I'll insert here what I've done. I'm speaking from the long, long past, obviously. I've batch created, and it's about a month ago now. First thing in the morning, and I'm up, and I've got my voting kit. I'm going to be filling it out and bringing it out to mail it today. Yep. Get that thing in the mail. Got to receive it by 6 p.m. Eastern Time on Election Day so that it can be counted. That's February 27th, 2025. It's now the 22nd. I've got 5 days. So basically, I need to write the name of the person I'm voting for down here. Okay, and we've had this person for the Liberals and this person for the NDP. Nobody from the Conservatives left anything. Interesting.